How will AI and quantum computers impact Bitcoin? Will AI destroy the crypto industry, or will it help it grow and prosper? Today we're gonna answer all of those questions and more. My name is David Ondrej, and here is how AI will impact Bitcoin. Let's quickly look at the current state of the crypto industry. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is around $27,000, and we're in what's called a crypto spring, meaning it's no longer the crypto winter where prices are falling down 70-80%. It's, we've seen some recovery from the bottom, which was like 15,000 after the whole FTX debacle, but it's still nowhere near close the 60,000 top of 2021. So how will AI impact Bitcoin and crypto? Well, let's look at the two most extreme scenarios. The worst case scenario is that AI will completely destroy crypto. It will break the blockchain and make the whole industry worthless. Super intelligent AI will take control of Bitcoin and other crypto and use it for itself. Take it away from, just mere humans like me and you, and use it for own benefit. There's also the risk of centralization, where the popular people who control Bitcoin and other cryptos will use AI to get even more, so that the everyday person can't really buy anything. AI could also lead to massive market manipulation, with the rise of AI bots trading Bitcoin thousands of times per second, which means the normal investor can't compete with that. The worst case scenario also includes using AI surveillance for loss of privacy, which is essential for keeping your keys safe. Not your keys, not your coins. So if someone uses AI to steal your keys, then they will also steal your coins. And of course, there's the classic greater inequality, where rich will get richer, poor will get even more poor. The average person still doesn't know about crypto, and that's old news by now, so they have no chance of adapting with AI. While the rich people, the institutional investors, the billionaires, all of them know about Bitcoin, and a lot of them hold some. So if Bitcoin goes up, the richest people will become even richer. Okay, that was the worst case scenario. What about the best case scenario? Well, AI will improve the security of the network. More computing power makes the Bitcoin network even stronger. Then AI could speed up transactions. If you use Bitcoin, it's not the fastest. There are much faster networks, whether that's Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. Bitcoin is still quite slow. It takes like 10 minutes for transaction. Now, AI has the potential to solve this problem. AI could also detect frauds sooner. Maybe Sam Bankman-Fried could have been caught half a year sooner if there was proper crypto security. AI could also make crypto and Bitcoin way more energy efficient. That's one of the main arguments against Bitcoin, since it consumes so much energy just to mine it and keep the network safe, while AGI and smart AI could figure out fusion, which would provide us with basically infinite free energy, and the crypto industry could use that. And perhaps the most practical part of the best case scenario is helping everyday people understand Bitcoin and crypto. You can literally put the Bitcoin white paper into ChatGPT and ask it to explain it using simple words. Before, you had to read the whole document, and most people have no chance of understanding it, and that's just the Bitcoin white paper. There is much more to crypto than that. Now, as you probably know, the most significant company in the AI boom right now is OpenAI, and recently they started working on an interesting Bitcoin project. They collaborated with Falcon X, which is a San Francisco-based crypto broker, and together with them, they're building a trading bot called Satoshi, named after the founder and creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. And this new bot would run on top of ChatGPT. The goal is to simplify algorithmic trading, enabling anyone to become an algorithmic trader in just 10 to 15 minutes. Kinda insane if you think about it. OpenAI also discussed the application of ChatGPT in the crypto industry, such as aggregating relevant news, comparing white papers, and backtesting trading strategies. Now, what do Bitcoin experts think about AI? Do they fear it or do they support it? Well, let's start with Michael Saylor, a billionaire and the founder of MicroStrategy, who's the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin with over $6 billion worth of Bitcoin on their balance sheet.
The promise of AI is I can create anything I can imagine, and yet the scary, terrifying part of AI is that people can actually create videos of Michael Saylor saying anything they want me to say,
Right.
that sounds like me, that looks like me. And so the question really will be, in 10 years, how will I cryptographically prove that I said it and that I meant it? And I think that in that regard, you can see the real power of a network like Bitcoin, where you can prove you said it, you can prove you own it. Obviously, one important thing to prove you own is your money.
Right.
And that was the first application of Bitcoin.
That was Michael Saylor's point of view. Now, what about Raoul Pal, the famous macroeconomic investor and the founder and CEO of Real Vision?
To understand this, I've been involved in this market since 2013 when I first saw Bitcoin. I wrote the first ever macroeconomic strategy paper and valuation for Bitcoin. So I've been all over this space. And the one thing when I wrote that first article is you need a 10-year time horizon. Everything else is done. And if you are worried about these cycles, you are trading it wrong. You're trading and not investing in the adoption of a network.
Now, perhaps the craziest Bitcoin prediction I've heard in a long time was from Balaji Srinivasan, who's a well-known angel investor, former CTO of Coinbase, and a partner at Andreessen Horowitz. And his prediction is that in the next 3 months, Bitcoin will reach 1 million. Right now, it's at 27,000. So that's kind of a stretch if you ask me, but we'll see. Maybe he's right. Now, what about quantum computers? How will they change Bitcoin? Well, again, there are two main scenarios. Quantum computers could break the encryption, which would, destroy the whole industry, or they could be used to enhance the encryption, to add more computing power to the network, making Bitcoin and crypto even safer. What makes quantum computers so huge is what's called the quantum leap. Basically, quantum computers use qubits instead of standard bits, enabling them to make super complex calculations way faster. Luckily, there are already some researchers working on post-quantum cryptography. For example, cryptocurrencies like IOTA and QRL are already designed to be resistant to quantum attacks, which is good news, I guess. The Bitcoin and the Ethereum network could also implement some of those technologies. Another exciting thing that quantum computers will bring is true randomness. Sites like random.org that supposedly generate random numbers, those aren't actually truly random. That's what's called pseudo-randomness, because current computers don't have the ability to come up with a random number. But quantum computers, since they're wired completely differently, will have that ability. Now, as far as the timeline goes, some experts think that quantum computers could be here within 10 to 30 years. But honestly, with the AI revolution being so fast and so close, I think that could be much sooner, like 5, maybe in 3 years, which would be absolutely insane. Imagine how these two technologies would fuel each other together. Quantum computers would enable more AI development, and more AI development would mean better quantum technology. Once that happens, the singularity will truly be here. If we want to know how AI will impact Bitcoin, why don't we just ask the AI itself? Here is what ChatGPT 3.5 thinks. Now here is what ChatGPT 4 thinks, which is the paid version of ChatGPT. Okay, so how is AI currently impacting crypto? Well, there are already plenty of algorithms out there that are providing users with new and different trading strategies. Now, personally, I don't recommend trading crypto because that's a very good way of losing your money fast. I'm a long-term investor and I don't plan on selling anytime soon. Now, we've looked at the best case and the worst case scenario, but what is the most likely scenario? Well, if you believe in the fundamentals of Bitcoin and crypto, I think that will still be true after the AI revolution. So if you don't invest in Bitcoin, don't change that based on AI. If you are invested, stay invested and hold forever.
But Bitcoin per se is mostly solving for scarcity, or rather solving for essentially having no throat to choke, decentralized. So there's no one who can be coerced in any way to empty their Bitcoin account. Well, I guess they could technically, but on an individual basis, but the system as a whole cannot.